Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I start my day by picking up the compost from the kitchen from the previous day. And as you can see, it's very overcast. Overcast and wet, right? And as you'll see soon, pretty cold for almost midsummer. You won't believe the temperature when you see it. All right, let's go and take a look. Yep, the birds don't care what the temperature is. They're trying to survive, right? Here we have the carambola finally getting its coat back after the last 4 months of being naked, right? That's the starfruit tree. Yeah, it looks like winter, doesn't it? Well, it looks like the winter tropics. And the reason for that, guys, is after having 30 Celsius yesterday, today it's a completely different picture. Let's have a look at exactly what the temperature is. Mind you, this is summer, right? Have a look at this. It's barely 15 Celsius in Melbourne, Australia. And the reason I keep sharing this over and over and over is so it sets in, guys. Many of you, when I say you, I'm talking about people outside of Australia. I'm not talking about my neighbors here or someone on the other side of Australia. Everyone in Australia knows about Melbourne's weather, but almost no one knows outside of Australia. So that's why I keep sharing this. And the reason I'm sharing this, guys, is so that even if you have a cool, mild, temperate type of climate where you live, that means mild summers like we do here and mild winters, you too can have everything that I'm growing here, right? It's not something that's well known. So that's why this channel is here to inspire you to try and grow what most people don't know or don't have never heard of. Let's put it that way. Okay, so now I'm gonna scatter the food scraps around the young trees here, and as I said, I do that every single day. I've decided to give it to the imbi today. The imbi still hasn't come back to life. It's died back like it does every year, down to about, let's see, I checked it recently with a big scratch right there, and it was alive. So it's alive up to here. Imbi, for those who don't know, is a Gracinia that I've had for over a year here in the ground. It's a strange tree, doesn't like the cold, but it stays alive, it doesn't die. All right, so I'm gonna feed it. That's how I do it, guys. Just like that. It's mostly tissue paper mixed with onions and rice and potatoes and so on. All right. And just to confirm the temperature and the date, here it is on my watch. Not kidding you. It's 15 Celsius on the 19th of December. Currently in Sydney, It's like 35. They're having a heat wave up there. 32 in Brisbane, 36 in Darwin. Pretty damn hot all around the country. But here in Melbourne, 15. It's actually mid-winter. The heart of winter is what we're having today, right? And yet, we have cherry moya tree flowers setting, right? All over the cherry moya here. You would not imagine having 15 Celsius, right? Go hand in hand with tropical fruit trees. And yet, guys, there it is. There's a avocado setting. And setting very, very well. On the fuerte. And the star fruit, as I showed you before, right? And the longan here, the kohala. And on and on and on. I can go on and on and on, right? Everything is setting. The jujube, the Wirtz avocado, the figs, right? And it's freezing. It's freezing cold. All the Fuyu persimmon, yeah. The massive Chico jujube tree here. Guys, it's not hot here at all. I mean, we had a hot day yesterday, 29, like I said, 30 Celsius. This is the Jambulan tree, right? The Jabuticaba, which I trimmed or pruned last week, not trimmed, pruned. And 15 Celsius, and yet it's starting to flower along the trunk, right? So you don't need to have 30 Celsius. I'm talking Celsius. Sorry, guys, in America. That's just how the rest of the world does it. That's around 90 Fahrenheit, okay? You don't need to have 90 Fahrenheit every single day in summer to grow all these tropical plants and get fruit from them too. It helps, it sure does, especially with mangoes, but most of them do not need that kind of heat. I just planted a new wampi there a few days ago, a seedling, very, very healthy. That's from a seed. I grew that from seed. So 15 Celsius. The dragon fruit here, no problem. Another longan. The pomelo, still loaded there with tons of fruit. Endless, all year pomelos. The lychee, waking up slowly. This is like take 3 or take 4, because in spring here in Melbourne we had a warm flush and then it got cold, right? And then again the same in October and the same in November and so on. So all these false starts sets back the trees. The new trees that I got a couple of weeks ago here, the lucuma, the sugar apple. I don't know how well that's going to do. That's going to be a real challenge, the sugar apple, and the yellow mangosteen. They're all pretty happy now, even at 15 Celsius. 15 Celsius is fine as far as staying alive, not not thriving. They're not going to thrive in 15, and tomorrow it's only going to be 18. So yeah, we're having 2 freezing cold winter days in the middle of summer, and then we're back to summer temperatures later in the week, back to 26, 28, and so on. Guys, yeah, welcome to Melbourne. Here's another star fruit tree, the Kerry, also getting its coat. The pink guava, the Hawaiian guava. I still don't see any flowers on it. I saw a flower on the Indian guava yesterday, the first flower. apricots, the Malabar chestnut, saba nut. Very, very happy. It actually prefers cooler temperature than sizzling hot. Very sensitive to hot sun. That's why I put it under the guava. I got the first tomatoes coming up. They don't seem to care that it's cold. Lettuce, tomatoes, peppers, mulberry, bananas, macadamia back there, guys, right? And we don't have the heat wave that they're having currently around Australia. And yet, look, there's so much going on. So much going on. Jerusalem artichoke, yacon, plantain banana, right? Lemons, persimmon, ice cream bean, which we just finished eating. There's still a few on the ground that I haven't picked up. And the first ice cream bean flowers have come for next season. I saw that yesterday too. Kaffir lime tree, huge. A banana pup that I pulled out, looking for a new home. Look at the size of it, right? I pulled out 2 of them yesterday, and I got it out of there because they were sort of growing into the tomatoes, right? They were going into the tomatoes there. So I pulled them out. 3 pups, and very advanced pup as well. It's like 7 feet tall. No problem. As long as it's got some roots on it. That's all you need, roots. I don't pull them out to sell them, guys. I could easily have 100 pups on Gumtree every week at $20-$30 each. But I'm not interested in doing that. I don't want to turn my garden into a retail store, right? I wanna enjoy the garden without all the mess. It's very messy having a nursery at home, and you can't even stretch or move. There's no room. This is the what do you call it? And I don't want to deal with people. People are not very nice when it comes to trading. They sort of become Jekyll and Hyde. So I don't want to deal with that, right? This is the Afurer Mercot, and it's getting really big now. And these are all ready to eat. So much mandarin, it's amazing. Another mulberry here. That's the black Pakistani, and I don't know what to do here because the rootstock has taken over, and the Pakistani, although it's still there, it's the weaker one now of the 2. I don't know if I should cut it off. This is from Ross Creek. So the rootstock took over, guys. The parrots are killing the apples next door, my neighbor's apples. My choco vine is gone crazy. Yeah, 15 Celsius. No problem. This is my multi-grafted fruit salad tree from the fruit salad company, right? Multi-grafted apple. It's doing great. I've got taro here. Taro loves heat, and the lilies love winter. You can see how the lilies hate the hot sun, right? See the difference with lilies? Whereas the taro loves hot sun. Look, it came to life. Very interesting to observe the 2 plants, how they deal with hot and cold. I planted a ruby red guava in the ground over there last week. I don't know if you can see it. There it is, that one there. That guy. That's the one that I got as a gift for free from Vu. Remember Vu? The guy who delivered my mangoes back in September. He gave me the ruby red. So that's in the ground. And down there I planted a Thai guava about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so I got 2 guavas here now underneath this jasmine vine, which is, I've never seen it flower in summer. That's a first. So yeah, there's a lot going on, even though it's freezing, guys. It's 15 and look at me, look at my suntan. We were at the beach 2 days ago getting a suntan, right? Suntan one day and winter the next day. Welcome to the most livable city in the world for a good reason. And that reason, guy, is you get relief here in summer. You don't get any relief in the tropics. In the tropics, there's 0 relief in summer. That's why we only go there in winter and stay home in summer. There's the Chico jujube again. Fruit fly got it a couple of years ago, so now I'm gonna have to put a fruit fly net on it, right? So many jujubes coming. It's impossible, right, for 2 people to eat. Look at this, it's crazy. None of them have set yet. It's still flowering. And some of the other locals here growing jujube have already got fruit this big. Not here. So we're a little behind on this side of town. No fruit set yet. It's all flower. Yeah. Unlike the persimmons which have set back in spring. All right, it's oh yeah, I wanted to show you something else. And there's the reed, right? I wanted this in the ground so badly. The reed avocado, that is. It's holding fruit, it's pushing growth, and it's in that little pot. I don't like seeing beautiful trees like this in pots, but I got no choice, guys, right? I received this also this week from Ross Creek Tropicals. That's a white jabuticaba, right? This one here in this pot. That's an advanced white. Okay, the exact name is Plinia Oriana. So that turned out to be really nice. I wanted to have the white one. So we'll see how that does here. And this was not cheap, but these guys grow really slow, as you know. So we got that one in as well. There's the green sapote there, doing great, right? What else? Yeah, my little drumstick there, the moringa, waiting for that to grow so I can put it in the ground somewhere in its little pot. Yeah, 15 Celsius. Oh, guys, and I'm in my shorts and singlet. Come on, it's only 58 to 60 Fahrenheit. And I'm tanned. I'm tanned with 15 Celsius. Who would ever believe that? This is not trick photography. This is for real. This is Melbourne. Yeah, guys, there's a reason why Melbourne has been voted the most livable city in the world like 7 times. And it has to do with many factors. Not just the weather. Hey. It's not just the weather, guys. It's many, many reasons. Right? Oh, by the way, there's that other banana that I moved here yesterday. Remember, I pulled out 2 bananas? This is one of them. So there was a gap here in the circle. So I filled in the gap with this banana here. Oh, and talking about bananas, there's a blossom. A banana blossom that's coming. And there's one up there that's ready to cut down up there. See it? So there's always bananas, there's always something going on. 15 Celsius and we're getting bananas coming every day. Who would believe that? Who would know that? Does anyone know this? I don't know anyone who knows this. The only place, guys, that you're going to hear about this is here on this channel, on Real Life Fruitopia. No one else will talk about it or share it because they don't know. Yeah, misinformation. If you ask the experts, can you grow mangoes in Melbourne? Can you grow okra in Melbourne? Right? Can you grow white sapoti in Melbourne? And the answer is no, no, no. It's too cold. It's too unstable. You have to go to the tropics. Melbourne sucks. Blah, 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 blah. Right? They're the experts. And people know only that. That's it. That's all they know. That's all they know, guys. And yet, the most livable city in the whole world, it's not Brisbane, it's not Sydney, it's not Adelaide. Guys, it's always Melbourne. It's only Melbourne. And that's why I choose to live here. Right? So, check it out. It actually does look like Brisbane and Sydney when you have all the good stuff planted and growing without paying attention to the experts, without paying attention to the naysayers. Then it starts to look like the tropics, guys, whilst you have all the benefits of cool weather, right? Relief. No humidity, right? We can sleep at night without air conditioning. We never use the air conditioning here. At night it's like 12, 13 Celsius in summer. Wow. So forget about air conditioning. Yeah, so there's the first guava flower for the season on the Indian white. It's come. There it is. See, I wasn't kidding. I saw it yesterday on the corner of my eye. See how you can see little things like that? Attention to detail. Little things, tiny little things. It's like knowing there's a change, a tiny little change in your young child, right? When you have kids. You as a mother would notice, no one else will. And eggplants love heat. Eggplants need heat, otherwise they're not going to flower and fruit. Same with corn. And it's happening, guys. It's happening. I had to bag the apricots from... This is my main problem here. It's the birds. I got a bird issue. It's not the cold. Birds are 1,000 times worse than cold. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're very lucky, guys. You're very lucky that you don't have bird issues. I got the worst birds in the whole freaking world to deal with. That's my main problem here in my garden. The birds, not the cold. I bagged the lychee. And it's getting new growth here, right? So we got 1, 2, not much, just planted it, right? And 3, just planted this a couple of months ago. Seems to be coming on every, and the old leaves are falling off, right? So yeah, the what do you call it, the grumichama are ready to eat. I've got to take off the net. It's a bit of a pain. Again, birds. It's not the cold. Cold's not causing this. The cold is not behind the hassle of netting and unnetting. It's the birds, guys. I got bird problems, not cold problems. Right? Come on now, let's get real. Let's get real. The first flower on the starling guava. Check out all these passion fruit. Can you count how many there are? I can't. I can't count. I can't count past 100. Yeah. There's tons and tons. even though it's cold. Brrr, it's freezing. Woo! Yeah, right. Yeah, so we're waiting to see what happens with these Manila mango fruitlets. Still waiting. Oh, and the acerola here. I saw it setting little fruits a few days ago. Yeah, way small. Right there. Oh, and by the way, it rained this morning. That's why the ground is wet. So cold and wet. It's cold and wet, not just cold. Kensington Pride, right? Mango, which you already saw in a recent video, but I just want to do an overview, guys, and a reminder, another reminder, and another reminder. Look, check out the black sapote, the seedling, putting on new growth all over, and the wampy flowering, and the pomegranate here setting. And we're not going to get to eat all these fruits, by the way. It's just fun. It's fun. And mission fig, I got 5 of these in pots, right, keeping them small. There's another one, and they're all fruiting. It's fun, guys. The dwarf Maya lemon going nutsos with flowers. My lemonade tree coming back after I butchered it. It wouldn't grow leaves. So when your citrus doesn't grow leaves, this was a bare stick for the last 1 year, this tree, right? You butcher it, you just take off the tops of the tree, and within 2 or 3 weeks, look what happens. All these new leaves appear on the skeleton. Right? That's how you bring your citrus back to life. If it's playing up. And I think that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say or share. The lemon flowers smell so nice. That's a soursop, mamey sapote, sapodilla, canistel, and on and on. And on and on and on. White sapote. It's going crazy out here. White sapote, right? Yeah, it's freezing cold. Everyone is wearing their puffer jackets in Melbourne. You know those puffer jackets? The ones you wear in July. July is the coldest month of the year. Those jackets. So if I was to go to the mall now, everyone would be wearing a puffer jacket. It's freezing. But guys, it's still summery. There's still a feeling of summer in the air. You know, like, it's hard to explain. It's like cold and warm at the same time. This is the shepherd avocado. It's over 3 meters tall now. Wow, it's almost as tall as that big banana. And I've only had this avocado in the ground 2 years. Look at the size of it. In 2 years. See how I feed them? Mulch and compost. See the compost? Every 2 or 3 weeks, a handful of organic compost to every tree. Every tree. This is the bacon. Look at that. It's also getting big. And a fig behind there, and a little sweet tart mango, and dwarf bananas, probably gonna fruit for us. And a Tongan plantain, that'll probably fruit for us too. It's huge. It's all happening here, guys. Green gauge plums, right? So long as the birds leave them alone, which they don't. yeah, the little abiu seems pretty happy. Got a little burnt. What do you call it? Blood orange. 3 years in the ground. This is year 3. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. Right? Setting nice big fruit. You don't need 32, 35, 37, 38, 40 Celsius. I hacked back the Mexican cream guava 2 weeks ago because it was like growing under here. So I got rid of all the branches at the bottom. I want a tree, I don't want a shrub. Look, I got rid of that branch, I got rid of this branch. That's two, they were big branches. I mean, they were as big as these, as the main leaders. That's how big those were. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got rid of 4 main branches on the bottom of the tree. They don't belong there. Those branches don't belong there. I should have done it a year ago. So now I'm going to get a nice tree shape on the Mexican cream guava, which is loaded with flower buds coming. Right? Okay, guys, that's it. We're done. I don't know what else to share. There's so much in my mind that I want to talk about, but it doesn't come. I don't have a script. I don't write things down. There's the first apricots. Oh, that one fell. So we've got one that fell, 3 that are hanging. It's all right. It can ripen off the tree. But this is a low season this year. Usually it's got over 100 fruit. And that's it, guys. That's all she wrote. Oh, there was a few other things I wanted to show you in the back. I'll do that with another video. Some of the new soursop. The golden soursop is doing really well. Gee, I forgot to show it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. So, don't be fooled by, what was it? Hang on. 15 Celsius at 1 in the afternoon in summer. Wow, it's more like winter, not summer. It's far from summer. And yet, guys, it's the 3rd week of summer in Australia. Thanks for watching. Catch you from the next video. Bye-bye now.